Insane motorbikes and hybrid motorcycles from the past and present. Number 6, the Mytruk Pulse Jet motorcycle. For those wanting to build a working jet engine at home, the Pulse Jet is often the ideal candidate.
Hey, I'm here with Bob Mytruk, the maker of the world's first twin-engine pulse jet motorcycle. How power do you think this thing has?
Well, in the 250-pound thrust range, somewhere around a couple hundred horsepower.
So how fast do you think that will propel this?
Well, we're hoping we're going to get maybe 100 to 120 in the quarter. Don't know what, I have no idea what top end is. That's why we're out testing.
Pulse Jet is not street legal, largely because of the noise, and anyone attempting to tailgate you would probably have their front end melted off. But for fun and show, it's the Mytruk Pulse Jet motorcycle. Number 5, the 2714cc North London Garage Record Breaker. The motorcycle you see here is an exact recreation of the 1909 North London Garage Record Breaker. The original no longer exists, so an enterprising Czech engineer named Pavel Malinek set about collecting images of it before embarking on a mission to build a new one from scratch. There aren't many people in the world who possess the skills to machine an engine after looking at 100-year-old images and making a few sketches, but Malinek is one such person. The process of building and testing the bike has taken just over 2 years. It's now completed and undergoing shakedown testing. It's an exact replica of the 2714cc North London Garage Record Breaker. Number 4, Lotus CO1 motorcycle. The Lotus CO1 just might be the most beautiful motorcycle ever created. In fact, it might be too stunning to ride. Designed by Daniel Simon, the same guy behind the light cycles in Tron. The body is absolutely fantastic. A jaw-dropping blend of carbon fiber and aluminum conceived, according to Simon, as a shrink wrap around an engine. It was inspired by the legendary Lotus 49 Formula One car of the late 1960s. They'll build just 100, and each will fetch a little over $130,000. It's the Lotus CO1 motorcycle. Number 3, the SDKF-Z2 Kettenrad. Designated SDKF-Z2 by the German military, but more commonly known as the Kettenrad. The tracked motorcycle was used extensively on both the Eastern Front and the North African desert, and it retains the historical distinction of being the fastest tracked vehicle of World War II. The top speed of 50 miles per hour may not sound that particularly impressive, but it's enough to shake your teeth loose even on the smoothest of roads. Although it wasn't light by motorcycle standards, it was a featherweight when compared to other tracked vehicles of the war. The German military used the Kettenrad as a troop transport, particularly in Russian mud or the thick sands of the Sahara. Other uses included work as a gun tractor, a cable layer, and a runway tug for Luftwaffe aircraft. By the time production stopped in 1944, 8,345 had been built, and in post-war Germany most of them were scrapped for steel as the country demilitarized. The few surviving examples are highly sought after by collectors, and it's not known exactly how many have survived. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Number 2, Revival Cycles BMW Land Speeder. Every once in a while, maybe twice a year, we get to see a build that doesn't just break the mold, but smashes it to smithereens. This is one such bike, an incredible handmade BMW from Revival Cycles of Austin, Texas. Inspired by the Ernst Henny Landspeeder, a 1928 BMW R37 racer, one of the most successful record-breaking motorcycles ever built. Even though the gallery bike will never be ridden by anyone except the Revival team, the engine has been rebuilt. It's hooked up to a magneto-ignition system with electronic advanced control, since you don't need a battery, lights, or alternator for race or display bikes. The Revival team is still a little conflicted about building a show bike that will only sit under the lights and look pretty, but they've already started building the frame for a race version. It's the BMW Landspeeder by Revival Cycles. Number 1. Parker Brothers Neutron Electric Motorcycle. The Neutron is an electric-powered motorcycle from the creative think tank known as Parker Brothers Concepts. This was the bike that was deemed unbuildable by so many of the motorcycle and automotive industry's professionals, but to the Parker brothers, this was just a new challenge. With its sweeping curves and luminescent details, the Neutron is in a class of its own. It features dual hubless wheels, which spin the custom-made tires seamlessly, giving the appearance that the bike is floating off the ground when it's being ridden. The all-electric motor is completely silent and propels the bike to a claimed top speed of 100 miles per hour. Parker Brothers Concept has produced a limited number of the Neutron bikes, which have been shipped all over the globe. They've been used in promotional events, magazines, and as display pieces in some of the most exclusive garages in the world. What do you think about the Neutron electric motorcycle? Please comment below. Take a look at the 2017 Neutron electric motorcycle, featuring an AC induction motor with lithium-ion battery. The sleek body design is built for increased comfort and also adds subtle style and drivability. This bike is limited to just 25 for 2017.